a lot, right? And I think I would say, Connor Rodgers was just talking about it in regards to, how long is Rodgers going to play? Yeah, this is going to get very challenging this year. He was just talking about how long Aaron Rodgers is going to play this year. And I think the Jets are operating under the assumption that whether it is one of the two extremes, whether they win the Super Bowl this coming year or whether they win 2 or 3 games and things just go completely off the rails, they're probably going to have Aaron Rodgers' second year. Basically, the coming to New York is going to reignite him, revitalize him, and have him move forward. So if you get 2 years of Aaron Rodgers, yeah, I think giving up a first-round pick and a second-round pick and the flopping of the picks elsewhere is probably fair compensation. If you only get 1 year of Aaron Rodgers and it leads to a Super Bowl or has the Jets playing in the Super Bowl, I would say, yeah, that compensation is still pretty good. I mean, you can talk to Jet fans. I mean, look, this team has been so bad for so long. And because they have been so bad for so long, if you went up to any Jet fan on the street and said to them, hey, you're not going to have a first-round pick in 2024, but in exchange for that, this coming season, you are going to not only make the playoffs, but forget winning the Super Bowl. You're going to make a Super Bowl. I think every single Jet fan in the country would sign up for that and say, you know what? I want to see that. I want to see my team on top of the football world, running, competing, making me excited to watch games on Sunday. They would have no problem paying that. That's why Joe Douglas would have no problem paying that. That's why Woody Johnson had no problem signing off on the Jets paying for that. So we're going to see what ends up coming out of this. And as long as it's not the extreme of the bad, a 2-win season, a 3-win season, injuries, things like that, and this just goes off the rails, yeah, the compensation's fine. Was it a lot? Yeah, but again, it's what you are getting. You have to pay a lot in order to get a franchise quarterback, and that's just what the Jets did. And you add him to this roster without having to give up players, because that's the other thing, too. I mean, they didn't have to give up any premier player on defense. They didn't have to give up any premier player on offense. They have all the guys that they had last year that contributed to a very promising team. So many of the guys that were younger coming back for another year where you conceivably believe they're going to get better. You now add that with the quarterback. And yeah, I know Connor said that there's a chance there that the Bills are probably the top dogs in the AFC East. I don't know. The Jets split games against them last year. Mike White had a chance to go down the field and win the second one. Zach Wilson beat him the first one. I think I like the Jets' chances a little bit more now with Aaron Rodgers.
No doubt. And you saw what Matt Stafford did with the Rams and what they had to give up. And a lot of people are comparing that, but Matt Stafford was younger, a lot younger than Aaron Rodgers.